Hi everybody, grave visitations. I'm here today in the old church and ruins cemetery here in Cobh in County Cork. So I hope you can all hear me and see me, and just checking there, you can hear me. See who's coming on. This is just a quick, I didn't put up a notification for this guys or anything like that, so not sure what the coverage is going to be like here, but it looks good, so hopefully it's going to stay like that. Kyra, hi Kyra, hi Maureen McCarthy. So I'm here with Serenity Sue today. There's lovely hi Tom's daughter monuments and stuff here today. We'll have a look around and see them. Hi Jill, my Grammys, Monica, Mo's not here, sorry, Maureen McCarthy, Auntie Maureen. So guys, we'll have a look around and take a look, and I hope the coverage is okay. Hi Falco. There's some interesting monuments here, guys, in the old graveyard here in Cobh in County Cork. So there's a couple of videos we're going to be doing here today, so I said I'd have a look around while I was here. Hi my Grammys, Cathy Cousins. So this is one of them here, guys. Now I just hope you'll be able to see okay with the coverage. Look at this monument here. Isn't that amazing? Now this is an old cemetery here, guys, and there's a few well-known people buried here as well. Hi Bob G. So this one here says, sacred to the memory of Vice Admiral Robert Henry Stokes, officer of the Legion of Honor, Vice Admiral Commander Stokes, and he passed away in 1914, and he was born in 1855. But the detail on this is stunning, just amazing. Look at that, and it kind of looks like it's a coffin on top of the monument. So look at this here on the monument. You have a little ship, a design of a ship on the side of the final resting place of the Admiral here. Unusual, Toms, yeah, but a work of art really, isn't it? An absolute work of art. So there's a few things around here. I'll just show you around and see what you think. We're in Cobh today, so the weather it's dry and a bit breezy. Now there's a big monument here, and this is for the officers and men of HMS Mars, who lost their lives through a gun accident that occurred on board that ship on the 14th of April 1902, whilst at sea off the southwest coast of Ireland. And this monument was erected by officers and men of HM ships Jupiter and Mars. Isn't that beautiful? And you see the red poppies here, and we have all the names of the people interred here. We'll just have a read of these. Alfred Shipton, able seaman, died on 14th of April 1902, aged 25 years old. Steppus G. Barnett, able seaman, 1902. Ellis G. Collins, able seaman, died the 14th of April 1902 as well, aged 26. Frank, 23 years old. Edward J.C. Brown, leading seaman, aged 23. And then you have Edwin Sutton, Chief ERA, aged 34 years of age. But isn't it just a beautiful monument here for all these people who died on that ship? And you can see the anchor and chain on it there. The anchor, it looks to me, it's all marble. You have the anchor and the chain wrapped around the anchor. All young men that died aboard the HMS Mars. So I'm sorry if I missed anybody in the chat. Monica's there, Kim Martin. Hi Mo. Tom's daughter, Greg. Greg, thanks for the super chat, $5. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So guys, I'm going to take you around. Not sure how long I'll be on, but I'll be on as long as I can. There's a grave here. I want to do a video of a famous person here. Hi Marianne. I hope you're all keeping well, guys. I hope you're all keeping well. So, who's there? Crypto's here. Hi Tony. Serenity Sue's here, look.
Been videoing.
She's doing a bit of videoing and stuff.
Look at the flowers.
There's an awful lot of war graves here, guys. Now you see all the flowers there and the grass is high. Hi Jim. And they have the rest of the cemetery kept really well. Like, you know, there's trails where they cut the grass and make a path that people can actually walk around. And it's a very historical old cemetery here. Will I tell them what grave? Yeah. The Lusitania mass grave is here, and Sue is doing a video on that, so you can look forward to that one, guys.
I hope I've done it justice.
And I'm sure she has done it justice. And here, there's a lot of these war graves here. Private F. Taplin, Royal Army Medical Corps, 21st of July 1918.
Are you going to bring them around to these ones over here?
And I'm going to bring you around. Now there's a grave I want to bring you over to, and I'm hoping the coverage is going to keep up, because it's a very, very fascinating grave. Now, what sign is that?
I can't remember.
Does anybody know what that sign is on the headstone? Because I can't really remember myself, to be honest. Now, the bars were good here for the coverage. So I'm hoping the bars and the coverage keep up.
There's one for stone masons, isn't it?
So there's a grave in the cemetery here, guys, and connected to the famous Emperor Napoleon. And I want to bring you over and show you that, because that is very, very interesting. Another war one here. T. Bond, Petty Officer, First Corporal, is it? CLRN, HMS Ocean, 6th of September 1914. And the anchor on it. Masons, someone said.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought about.
So it's a mason. Thanks for that, guys.
It's lovely to keeping this for wildlife.
They're keeping this area here for wildlife. You can see all the overgrowth in the middle of it there. And down here then, they have all this lovely pathway made in the cemetery.
There's a Canadian flag, I think, down there, haven't
There's loads of war graves here. Look at them all here, guys. Petty Officer
HMS Daffodil.
J. Burma, HMS Daffodil, T. Collins. I think there's a Collins. Garrison Artillery, 8th November 1916. I hope you're all well, guys. Hi, Tony, my sugar muffin. The Royal Irish Regiment, 8th of September 1916, age 44, a sergeant. So now I'm going to take you down here as well. There's one down here, Sue spotted. There's Canadian flags on this one here, guys, the war graves. So let's see what the connection is. And there's a maple leaf on the headstone as well. Look at the Canadian flags. Anybody from Canada here today? Private W.B. Arnold, 32nd Battalion, Canadian Infantry, the 11th of May 1915. And there's the maple leaf on the headstone there. And the Canadian flags. Marianne Swanson is from Canada. There you go, Marianne. There's W.B. Arnold, 32nd Battalion, Canadian Infantry, buried here in Cobh in County Cork.
Killed in active service.
Now this must be all the military servicemen who are interred here in the area. We have another one here, erected by his parents, brothers and sister, in loving memory of John Gowans, killed on active service on HMS Haldon, the 7th of August 1917, aged only 27 years old. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. So there was a young man that was killed on active duty. Would you prefer, guys, to just come around, look around here for a few minutes around the war graves and maybe take you up somewhere else then?
Or do a video on it, because there's a lot of stuff here.
Or would you rather I done a video on it? Or would you want me to keep going? Or
We can bring them to another area, but this might be good.
it keeps connecting.
It's
Hi,
probably
true
because we're
crime.
here. I'd say maybe go back up around.
Now they're all the war graves, guys.
Yeah.
Now you could be there all day really reading them, but they are interesting to see. All those war graves. Now there might be ones that Sue didn't do. I'll show you. She might be able to tell me.
Yeah.
The angel ones.
I did those.
Did you do them all?
Yeah. No, not them all, no.
It's buffering a little, yeah, Greg. You see, that's the thing.
Where we are.
It's where we are now. It said I had full bars here, so I'm hoping
Go over this way.
it keeps up. Now it might get better as I go along.
This one down here. I think.
So this is Cobh for anybody that's coming in. Old church ruins and cemetery here in County Cork. The grave of the Lusitania victims is in this cemetery. A mass grave. Hi, Miss Marple. So I was going to do a live tomorrow night, and then I said I don't know whether I'll do a live tomorrow night or do one today. So while I was here, I said I just wanted to show you all the beautiful monuments. Hi, Tanya. Tanya Buchel, is it? Sorry, or Busel, sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Look at these guys. Stunning monuments. Look at that. An angel pointing up towards heaven with a star on top of her head.
The picture looks fuzzy.
In loving memory of John Cotter, who died the 16th of April 1917, and Ellen Cotter, who died in 1914, and Thomas died in 1900. So it's all the Cotter family that are here. What a fine monument to have on their grave. And just beside that then we have the Celtic cross. Beautiful Celtic cross. Now it's where I'm going. Look at this here. A statue of Our Lady. Look at all that orange lichen on it. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The statues that are here are absolutely gorgeous. In memory, and it's hard to read that one. It's faded away with the lichen and everything that's on it. But I just have to be careful here, guys, where I'm walking. So I hope you're still here. The numbers kind of drop on the lives when the coverage doesn't keep up. Wow. Look at this. Erected by Margaret Brierley in memory of her husband Thomas, who died the 8th of July 1920, aged 59 years old. Also the above Margaret, our dearly loved mother, who died the 12th of November 1927, aged 65 years old. George Brierley died in 1948. And there's a picture on the grave.
Looks like the captain of the Titanic.
And it does actually look like the captain of the Titanic. Now, it's not the captain of the Titanic, obviously, but I'm sure he was a seaman of some sort. But how similar looking does he look to the captain of the Titanic? Look at that, guys. Thomas Brierley. And I hope you can see that. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely amazing. Just looks like the captain of the Titanic. I've never seen a grave with a photograph of someone to look so like the captain from the Titanic. And look at this tree here. An old tree, the way it's just beside the headstone there. Another statue and grave here of Jesus. Absolutely beautiful statue of Jesus there. And that's Thomas Michael, it says, in memory. Thomas Michael, who died in 1905. And there's a big holly bush there growing over it. And I'm going to actually look into that grave actually with the captain in it and see the story of him. Or if anybody goes back on the video, maybe they can find out. This one here just has a timber cross on the grave, unfortunately, and there's no name on it or anything like that. They're very old graves, you know, it's a very old cemetery with a lot of history. Oh wow, look at this, guys. Wouldn't this break your heart? This would break your heart. In loving memory of Euphemia Burke, who died the 21st of November 1905, aged only 9 years old. And her mother Agnes O'Neill died in 1899. Rests in Whitegate. Her father John died in 1910. Rests in Wisham, Wales. So we have a subscriber from Wales, I think, as well. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? And look at the photograph of little Euphemia Burke. Only 9 years old. And she has beautiful red hair, it looks like. And look at those eyes.
It's almost like a christening shawl or
It looks like a communion or something like that.
maybe.
Beautiful child. Euphemia, may you rest in peace. Sad to see children's graves and small children go too soon in life.
That is amazing.
But that is a lovely photograph, and it looks like it was actually, the headstone is very new as well, so I'm glad to see that the family are looking after it and they have a lovely photograph in it as well. The poor little baby is right. Beautiful little girl, only 9 years of age. And did she have a disease? Or you often wonder about stuff like that. And these are lilies here, aren't they?
Yeah, my favourite.
Look at these lilies on the grave, guys. Aren't they beautiful? Massive lilies on the grave. For Michael Glanville and his wife Johanna and their daughter Kathy, their grandson Kenneth, and their sons Willie, Jimmy and John. Old IRA, it says. Look at that, guys. There's the history again. Interred in the USA. So we have the Glanville, Michael Glanville, his wife Johanna, their daughter Kathy, their grandson Kenneth, and their sons Willie and Jimmy and John. And it says Old IRA, which is Irish Republican Army, interred in the United States of America. Paddy, wow, murdered by the British Army in Waterford, aged 15 years old. Look at that, guys. Paddy was murdered by the British Army in Waterford, aged 15 years old. And there was some other members of the family interred in the USA. There's more history again. And I didn't know, only for those lilies brought me to this grave, and that's the reason I like the lilies. So maybe there's a reason for all these things. There's a little birdie over there on the grave. This is one of, looks like Mother Mary again. Absolutely amazing monuments in here, full of history. And as I always say when I do these lives, you know, and videos, I wonder what they cost back in the day. Now there's a load of holly in that, so I'll try my best to read it. And it looks like Cummins is the name there on that. And there's loads of ivy on it, all growing around it. Tanya, I think Irish Republican Army, IRA stands for. Irish Republican Army. So I'm going to take you around and look at some more of these graves. Now I do want to show you, so hang tight, guys, because there is one I really want to show you. I don't know if there might be, see there's people here today.
We'll walk down and do this side.
But the coverage could go down there.
Oh, maybe so. Okay.
It's lovely.
Our dear brother Henry.
Flowers on that and a little scroll on it. Our dear brother Henry Hardy, who died in 1892.
That's lovely with it. Hello. Hello. There's some old ones there. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. I think you might lose them if you go over there.
My grandfather was in it way back then, says Tanya. Wow. The brave men they were back. Cemetery visits, it should be Nadia, but it's up to volunteers. Oh, you're talking amongst yourselves, guys, sorry. There's beautiful ones around here, headstones.
Come in there.
There's one in here as well. Now I'll show you this one first here. Or
There's an urn there.
where's the urn here?
There,
There's an urn here, and I'll probably have to go around the other side to see this.
I'm afraid to lose coverage.
The inscription on it. Look at that urn. And it's like a little bow on that, isn't it? Lovely urn. It's a big one as well.
Gorgeous.
Usually you'd see them, they wouldn't be that big. Well, I have seen bigger ones in Mount Jerome Cemetery in Dublin. I've seen very big ones.
I done that one. And that one over there.
Sue has all the angel statues videoed, so
You can video.
I'm not allowed to show you them.
I wonder will you lose coverage.
You didn't.
over here?
I want to show them the Napoleon one.
See this?
I want to show you a grave down here, guys, and he was a surgeon to Napoleon, the emperor, and a doctor, and he was born here in County Cork. So that's amazing history. Napoleon's doctor is buried in this cemetery. He's surgeon and doctor. There's another urn. December 1896, and her sister Anne, who died in 1899. And I'll see, can I go around and see, is there anything else on the other side?
The rails in that one. The rails.
And the rails are lovely, yeah.
I love these.
It's a very big plot. Look at the size of the railings going around that.
There's a gate.
There's a gate there, guys, but the weather's warm today. The sun is shining, so we're lucky enough.
Oh, look at this one.
And there's a tiny little one here. Look at that little railing around us.
Oh,
And a half pillar,
there's writing all around it.
which looks like the life was cut short. Now the writing is going all around the pillar, so it's hard to read.
Yeah.
It's going around all around together.
Something.
And if I could see a name on it
Memory.
at all, I'll show you. But look at the way the pillar is held up. You have the metal coming from here, and it comes out into the middle here, and it's a bar either side holding up the pillar. Now that's probably just that's support, but that bar is all part of the original railing here on the grave. Hi Nicola.
Mary.
So it says Barbara.
Mary Barbara.
Mary Barbara
And Henry something.
Cons.
You see it?
Mary Barbara Constable is the name on it. Mary Barbara Constable. Look at the way it holds up the pillar. That is different. I've never seen that before now in my travels. A grave.
It's writing. It's right around.
The writing goes right around the grave, or I mean the pillar. So guys, who wants to go up soon and see Napoleon, the Emperor's doctor, his final resting place? And I hope the coverage keeps up, because there's trees here in the cemetery, and every time you go near trees, there's no gremlins out today, thank God. The gremlins do be getting us. Isn't that right, Tony, if you're still there? We will go and see the famous doctors. The railing is gone off the front of this one.
Oh, look at.
They're the acorns, aren't they?
Look, I missed this. I videoed this, but I missed this. Is there skulls at the bottom of it?
There's this headstone here. That's about 10 feet tall, that headstone. It's a massive headstone. I'm going to see, can I get in here and show you around the side. The skulls on this, look at that, guys, at the bottom. Skulls. Either side the skulls of the headstone. That is cool, isn't it? The burial place of Roger Ornate, looks like. And I don't know if there's a date on it. 1848 I see on it there.
Yeah.
On the date. Very, very cool monuments. And here I love all those unusual monuments. Skulls on them and angels and different ones. So we'll go over along this way and we'll go to the grave of the doctor of Napoleon. You can just see there, I'll give you an example of the old graves that's here with the old railings around them. They're just amazing to look at. And here's another one here, it's all gone rusty. Really, really old. I don't know. How old those ones are, because they're hard to read the inscription on them. Now if I go inside that old church, I don't know if I lose coverage, because there's an old church just in there and there's people interred there as well. Hi Jason, if you're there, sorry if I missed you.
You'll have to do another video on this area.
I'll have to do a video on the graveyard, guys, itself and show you, because I don't want to spoil it really. It's just a live to show you what's coming up. The headstone is down the bottom there. Real old railing again. The acorn on it there, look. Or sorry, is it a pine cone? Maybe it's a pine cone. You have all these chest tombs here as well. Look how many chest tombs is here. Hi Roma, hi Reyes. Cemetery man, YouTube notifications are not working for me or anyone. People aren't seeing my new uploads and I'm not seeing yours. Jason, it's a big problem at the moment, unfortunately, and it's happening to myself as well. I put up a video there, I think, of Dungarvan, the old graveyard, and the views were low, and I was surprised because it was a very nice old cemetery. And it's not the YouTube, the subscribers' fault, you know, so there's nothing we can do about that. But look at this one here, a massive monument. Looks like a church spire at the top of it. Hi Kathy Myers. And there's an old railing all around it. Now I'm going to give you a look over the railing in here. And you have more urns on it. There's 4 urns on this. On 2 on one side and 2 on the other side of it. And you can see them there. And I'm going to go around this way because I don't want the coverage to go on this, guys, because you're going to miss out on stuff. And there it is from the distance. I'll just tell you how big it is. So if I go inside the church, I'll give you a look inside the old church here. There's people buried in here as well. And there's the grass I was telling you about. The way they cut the grass, they make it into like trails for people to be able to walk around and get around easier. So it's really nice job they've done in the cemetery here. Here's another box tomb we have here. Sacred to the memory of Henry Benson, 18 and 9 months. Blessed are the dead who die in the Lord. Revelations 14th chapter, 13th verse it says. So he was only 18, just under 19 years old when he died, Henry Benson. So it's buffering, Cathy, is it? I'm hoping the coverage, I'm down around trees here, so I'm going to do my best. Now, the coverage keeps up in there. If I go in there and show you, that's inside the old church ruins. And I can see a lovely monument in there, but I'm afraid if I go in there, it's going to buffer. So I'm going to move away from this area for a second and see what it's like. And you can let me know, guys, give me a thumbs up in the chat if the pictures is any better. Yeah. There's another fine monument there. Look at that one. I don't know what name is on that. We'll go over and see. James Fitzpatrick, who died in 1835, it looks like. Age 72 years old. Look at all the old ivy growing on the top. Lunar Wolf. It's a good picture now, is there, guys? Mo. Good picture. Thanks, guys, for letting me know. Now, I'm going to show you the grave here now of, and I'm going to try and get around the other way. The grave of the famous Emperor Napoleon, his doctor. Now, to look at the monument, in fairness, you would not think it was Napoleon's doctor. It's a simple monument. And I hope the picture is holding up. And this is the grave here, guys, of the surgeon and doctor of Napoleon. Dr. James Verling. And you can see all the big iron railing going around it, and it looks like it's made from red brick. That's what I was thinking, Tom. I was expecting something like this massive monument with urns and stuff on it, but very basic, but very, very famous man. And you can see here down there the name Dr. James Verling, and there's a barcode on it there, and that's for people that want to come into the cemetery. They can scan their phone off it and they can get all the history. And we'll see, can we read? James Verling, medical doctor, born 1787, died in 1858. Official, I don't know if you can read that, official surgeon to Napoleon of St. Helena, 1818 to 18 something else. So that's the grave of Napoleon's doctor and surgeon, the vault. And you can see the entrance to the vault was there, and there's a plaque up over it. And I'll just see, can I read in between here for you. It says, the family sepulchre of Bartholomew Verling, Esquire of Cobh, and of his wife Ellen Clarissa, only daughter of the late Dominic Waters, Esquire of Cork. So you can see that there, guys, and I'll try and show it you. So that's a very interesting monument. And there's more writing on the other side here, so I'm going to see, can I read? I think it's the same on the other side. It's made of red brick. And who would think that Napoleon, the famous emperor, his surgeon and doctor, is interred here in this cemetery in County Cork. Amazing history. And he died in St. Helena, it says. I think St. Helena is a bay, is it? I've heard of that name before. Does anyone know St. Helena, where that is? The red brick is different. Now, I've seen videos online of monuments in America, and they're made of red brick. I've seen Jason from Cemetery Man done a few videos, I think, and Tony and Cryptor done a few videos where I've seen the red brick on them before. No problem, Tanya. Now, guys, I have a video that'll be coming up as well a famous person that's interred in the cemetery here. So I have a few videos coming up to look forward to. St. Helena was the island Napoleon was imprisoned on. So I wonder, was this doctor on the island and nearby? This is the Scott family here. Philip Scott died in 1879, aged 70 years old, and his wife Mary died in 1895. There's a lovely black railing around this with the wild flowers growing inside. So I'm going to go over this direction here, guys, and see what's around this lovely old cemetery. So I hope you all Is it frozen, guys? I'm not sure. Marie Green said it's frozen, is it? I hope it's still okay. If it's okay, let me know, guys. Drifting and dreaming, how are you? There's another old one there. It's buffering from time to time, yeah. And it's okay for some people. Now, that could be your own Wi-Fi, I'm not sure. So there's the old gate lodge, I suppose they would have called that back in the day in the cemetery. You can see the entrance into it there. The old gate lodge here in the old cemetery. You can see the old window on it there. And they painted the window to make it look, I suppose, artistic looking. And there's no dogs allowed. No dogs allowed by Cork County Council Cemetery, by laws. So you see some cemeteries where people are actually allowed to bring in their dogs for a walk, but not here, unfortunately. I suppose there's different reasons for that. Looks like there's a love heart on the grave here. Let's see. There's a lovely love heart on this one. Look at that. You can see the love heart on it there. By Thomas Ambrose, memory of his son Matthew, who died 1830. It looks like there now. That could be in 80 or 30. 1830. Look at that lovely love heart on it. So I'll just show you a few more, guys, and probably have to hit the road because I have another video to do as well. In memory of Captain Thomas Gould, who died on board the vessel, it's very hard to read it, in 1832, a vessel, and hopefully it might come up. I don't know if you can see it there. It looks like Friends. Is it, or Friend is the name on that? Friends of something is written on that, age 32 years old. So another captain. And here we have 3 headstones here together. Sorry, I get out of the light, guys, if I can. Sergeant Captain W.E. Croker, 1920 to 2000, and his wife Anne, who died in 2002. So they're all lieutenants and captains. A lot of them in the cemetery here. Now we've looked at the Napoleon's one there of Napoleon's doctor and surgeon. Now I've seen one there with red brick on it as well, but it's underneath. Here's a beautiful one here. An angel holding a book in her hand. And it's kind of faded away with the weather, I suppose, after time. Erected by John Ahern in memory of his wife Julia. She died in the 1800s and it's very hard to read. And there's another John Ahern there as well. Lovely angel headstone there. So the cemetery here is absolutely stunning, and I would recommend this place to anybody that's coming from Cobh, County Cork. Well worth a visit. So that's absolutely stunning here. And this one is made here of, looks like, it's iron, or it looks like, I'm not sure what that's made of, to be honest. Is it iron or metal? It's a cross with a heart in it. And an anchor down the bottom of it there. Pray for the soul of Gabriel. And you can just see the anchor on it there, the other side as well. Now I'll try and read the bottom. Pray for the souls of Gabriel C.M. Canada, born at Lusitania, Austria, March 1833, and died at Queenstown. Cobh was named Queenstown here before. Back in the olden days, Cobh was called Queenstown before the name was actually changed to Cobh. And he died here in October 1885. Hi Nadia. So there's an interesting one again. Isn't that beautiful? Janice Pounds with $10 super chat. Thank you, Janice Pounds. I appreciate that, guys. It helps us to get around and see all these beautiful headstones and read all these headstones and show you what we have in beautiful Ireland here. And we've come a long way today, guys. We've come a long way today. We've come over 2 hours, I'd say, of a journey it was today to get here, but it's worth it. Very worth it. Look at this old cross here. There's no name on it, and you can see the top, unfortunately, has broken away from it there. An old wooden cross. Tony's back. He's like Arnold Schwarzenegger said, "I'll be back." And Tony's back. So that's the beautiful cemetery here, guys. And I think I'm going to head soon because I have a video to do. And I nearly fell in a hole there, guys. So this place is can be hazardous. There's an odd hole here and there. It's so old, you have to be careful where you're walking in here. But look at all those through the trees and the holly bushes. Look at all those holly bushes. Isn't that beautiful? There's some Celtic crosses here, and I'm hoping to show you one of them, or two of them maybe. They're the old white ones. The old white Celtic cross. Look at that, with Jesus is on it. in loving memory of my dear husband, Catherine Josephine Buckley, and Timothy Buckley is on it, and the Buckley family. Lovely Celtic cross. Now there's one behind here I have to try to show you, because there's some amazing artwork on it, and I don't know if I'll be able to get in to show you. I'll try to show you. Oops, is Marie Green. Yeah, Green. Marie Green. I nearly went into a hole. I was nearly buried before my time. Look at this, guys. Another Celtic cross. Just look at the artwork that's on that. All these Celtic crosses are in memory of Lieutenant Curry, who died the 15th of January 1905, I think, and his son W.T. Curry, who died November 1899, Major Peter Curry, who died the 5th of December 1906, and Eliza Curry, who died in September 1907. Elizabeth Margaret died in 1929. And I'll try and get in as close as I can to show you the designs that's on it. It looks like there's dragons on the bottom of it there. You can see the little dragons at the bottom. And they go all the way up along. All those beautiful dragons. Isn't that lovely? The artwork and the cemetery. And for anybody that missed on the live, if anybody's only coming in now, I'm going to just take you back here before I head, because this amazes me, the captain. And I'm bringing you back to show you again, because the people might be coming in late and they mightn't have seen it. So I just want to show you while I'm live again. This is the grave here of Thomas Brierley. And we were just saying in the chat, he looks remarkably like the captain of the Titanic. And it's astounding how much he looks like him. The beard, the uniform, the hat and everything. It's remarkable how much he looks like him. I can't get over that. Baffles me. I wonder, is he a relation of his or something, because that guy could have played the part back in the time as the captain himself. They could be twin brothers. They look so alike, but it's obviously, I don't know if it's a relation. I wouldn't think so, but the name is different. Now, I can't remember the name of the captain on the Titanic. If somebody can... Titanic. Serenity Sue is in the car. Does anybody know the name of the captain on the Titanic? Did anyone say it yet? There's more war graves. P. Martin, 1919. Captain Smith, Nana D. Nana D's first in. Thanks, Nana D. Captain Smith. Captain Smith's twin brother is buried down there, because I've never seen anyone to look so like him. Edward Smith, his name was. Lunar Wolf says. So guys, I think I'm going to leave it there, and we'll talk to you soon. I have a couple of videos coming up, so has Sue, and look forward to those videos coming up. I was going to do a live tomorrow night at home, but I'm not sure now if I will or not. But if I do, I'll let you know anyway, just for a chat or whatever tomorrow night. But hopefully I'll try and have a video up tonight And if it's not up tonight, I'll have it up tomorrow night because I might have to do some editing. So guys, thank you so much for coming in for the walk here in Cobh and Cork in this beautiful cemetery. And thanks for popping in to the channel Grave Visitations. I'm going to find it hard to get used to that name, but we will have to do it eventually. So God bless, guys, and take care. And I'll talk to you all soon.